Hi there, viewers and gamers alike out there, and welcome back for more of Arkham Twin Days of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, brought to you by Capcom. Yes, this is live. This is Arkham Twin Days as your friendly neighborhood spider cop who takes chances making mistakes and getting messy like peanut butter and chocolate or breakfast for dinner. When the going gets tough, the job gets it done for a breath of fresh air. So yes, oh my goodness, finally back. Hi there, Kyle. What's up? You made it. Told you that starts at 4 o'clock, and this is Arkham Twin Days of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy live stream series. Yeah. So, you ready to pick up from where we left off, Kyle, as a lieutenant and a defense attorney as well? Please say yes. I know you could, because you are one of the defenders as a defense attorney. This is time where we have to learn for honor, love, truth, and justice, and not to mention we are going to go back to that solving case of Mr. White thing. So, yep, here we go. Episode 2, The Turnabout Sisters. Let us go. Of course, I do notice that in the live stream, of course, it's usually previously recorded, but then again, you see the bandwidth might cut off due to the... who knows. September 7th, 3:11 p.m., Detention Center, Visitors Room. Well, if it isn't April, May! Hello! Welcome to the club! You're having jackets made for those who being locked up, for those who don't tell the truth, and for those who committed criminal affairs. What size jacket will you wear? Is it double XL? Yeah, in a dank place like this. Get used to it. I haven't come falling to laugh. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Well, says the one who's in jail. Hi, Desmond. Welcome to Arkham Twin Days. The Arkham Twin Days live stream of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, and this is a new Let's Play series every Tuesdays and Thursdays. I am the one who created the Arkham Twin Days. Besides, you know, I know K-Wing has his own Arkham Wednesdays of the Nightwing 01 channel. You're welcome, Desmond. It's great to see you again, buddy. Here we go again with April. Please, you're scaring the security guard. For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? So how's it going, Desmond? Just how you doing so far? No, if you want to know why did it say the Kirby Superstar series is over and you missed it? No, it's not over. The series was not over. I said the Great Cave Offensive of that minigame was over, just not the series, if you want to know. So, that's how I'm going to give you the quickest update. Ooh, I knew you're doing great. So, that man. Okay, let me start. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Bottom? Can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? This woman has issues, you know. Oh my gosh. So, the following of this game is rated T for teen because of some of the suggestive themes and some of the mild language and blood. Yeah. So, this game, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney is very much like the Arkham series with Law meets Law and Order SVU. So, yep. The Arkham series meets SVU of Law and Order. And this is the Ultimate Arkham Universe storyline. And you guys are in the storyline completely. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. This woman is impossible to talk to. Okay. If she's not going to listen to reason, I'm gonna explain to this. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. What do I... Well, if I get her something to talk, why not go back to the Gatewater why don't I go back to the Gatewater Hotel? September 7th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewater's rep, as they say. Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel of the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be great for business, sir. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. How am I doing, Desmond? Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Anytime. I, too, will become famous. The pale boy who brought the murdered iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there is anything I can bring you. Let's see. Miss May. About Miss May. Oh, her. Sir, not to boast her, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. So, the man with May. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Oh, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. Is there any more nutcases who are crazy enough to see in this crossover? Yes, it is the multi-crossover. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. A photo, Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely. On the subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great! Whatever floats your tea set. This is not gonna work on my mantle with this guy. Oh my! September 7th, Grossberg Law Offices. Huh, looks like Grossberg is out for today. Again! Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason? Look at that, the painting's gone. Wait a sec. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? Yeah, you see the painting right there, and now the painting is not there anymore. And by the way, Desmond, you are in the Ultimate Arkham Universe storyline, and you are a defense attorney. I declare you as a defense attorney. Oh boy. No, really, I'm serious. Wasn't... it was a painting of a fisherman. It was a very memorable painting, anyhow. What's this? Old folk. You got it, Desmond. Woo-hoo! Old photos. There are two lines here. Something's been written in pencil on the backs. DL6 incident, Exhibit A. DL6 incident, Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. Exhibit A. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure not one will just miss. Might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. A photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took. Let's swap photos. I think I'll swap them. Yeah, there's nothing here for me to see, so we're heading to... Back to the... Let's see, we'll go check the company law offices. September 7th. Fay and Company Law Offices. Looks like forensics is taking the day off today. Detective Gumshoe's nowhere in sight. The police really gave this place a working over. I doubt there are any valuable clues left. Suppose it can't hurt to take a look around, though. Couldn't cram more legal books in here even if you wanted to. All the cases that Chief worked on are filed here. Some of the files are missing? Nah, I'm imagining things. Mia's desk, perfectly clean as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. Oh boy! Why? Oh! Let me see if I can present a photo of this man. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Oh, come on. Even lawyers can be detectives too, you know. Come on, Phoenix. I'm your friendly neighborhood spider cop. We work as a detective and a lawyer, as a defense attorney at the same time, you know. Without a doubt, there is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that's him? Is it affidavit or affidavit? Or it's just, why can't we say affidavit? I thought it was affidavit. Look, I'm kind of confused here, so I don't know. I'm not the person who goes to the library inside his mind. Let's have him write it down. Well, sure, why not? Yes! I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it, and give me the memo. Bellboy's affidavit added to the court record. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. Okay. So, we're going back to the detention center. No, we can't take a hint and stay gone. How about you shut up and listen, April? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, if you're, oh boy, your phone is going to die soon. Do you have a charger, Desmond? If you can, try to charge your phone on the nearest outlet on the wall if you could, because that would be very pleasant of you if you can. If it's not fully charged, you can still watch it, however, on your phone. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Um, anytime, Desmond. I'm always here to find a way to solve a problem or a solution or an option if you want to know. Let's see. I'm gonna present something. Describes the man who... Let's see. Could you ever look at this? The bellboy's a fit of it. It tells us everything he saw, such as the man you checked in with, who was most definitely this guy. Now she's listening. Now I'm getting somewhere. I'm not gonna... Okay, I know K-Wing absolutely eased her fears, but why not we're going to push her buttons instead, because this is where she is, how do I say, all you need is a little push. This is it. All or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb. Indeed, that's an act. If you don't talk, the entire Alliance and myself will be taking this info to the press. Not a joke, April. You think we're playing games with you? We are not. Isn't that right, you guys? Because I'm sure Miss April May would like a little persuasion out of her own demise. Even though he should have been witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Give up now? Oh, good. Isn't it too much to ask for Miss April May to have her own charms? Not really, though. You're totally not a bluff, Kyle. You are correctamundo. Yes! Man, that felt good. Whoa! It's great to be alive. Now that's what I call Contra. That's from the game series of, from Konami. Why am I pumping fists in the air? Because we rock. Now, tell me about the man you were with. So, he's your boss, huh? Wright. So, the president of the information gathering conglomerate group, Blue Corp, huh? Wright. Information gathering? A detective agency. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder? End up like her? Who's her? It's okay, I'll just ask Mr. White himself, including the rest of the Alliance right here. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? My phone's down 1%, so I'm going to have to leave. Sorry to tell me how it ends. Okay, remember, charge your cell phone, Desmond. Even if it's not fully charged, you can still come back. I'm pretty sure this live stream may last somewhere between 2 to 2.5 hours. Or close to 2. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Belfoy's a bit of it discarded. Well, now that we got the, since the Belfoy's a fit of it has been good, we are Outsville of this woman right here for good. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. Where the heck is that loafer? Oh, that old familiar clearing of the throat. Ah, you again. Hello, Mr. Grossberg. Well, you are quite the thing, my boy. Excuse me? The trial. He was there? Of course he was there. Remind me of myself when I was a youth. I guess something got passed down through me, baby? It brings back memories, it does. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see? I see. No, I don't. How about a squeeze of lemons, which is marmalade? I apologize. It was all a bit too much for me, my boy. Seeing you today, I what? I appreciate the reminiscing, but I'd rather much you gave me some information. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. I couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just that Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. If you were that worried about it, then why didn't you offer to defend her, huh? I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. A right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just I need more time to think about it, my boy. You're dodging the question because you don't want to... You knew you would tell the truth, but you're afraid because you do not want to get blackmailed. He does seem troubled about something. Maybe I can find something that will inspire him to talk. The other day, I'm sure there was a big, pretentious-looking painting on that wall. Pretentious-looking? Well, you know the one I mean. Anyway, where did it go? Oh, yes, well, I got rid of it. Got quite tired of the thing, really. I sold it, you see. Yes, that's right. Sold it? I'm not sure we buy that. Don't you think so, you guys? Because, I mean, who would buy a painting that's expensive and it's not? Wasn't that painting rather important to you, sir? Did something happen? I don't see how it's any of your business. Please speak no more of the accursed painting. I didn't. You're mumbling. I'm gonna have to present you with something you don't want to know, but you will. Excuse me, I was wondering about this photograph right here. Where did you get that? Give it back at once! I'm sorry to have taken it without your knowledge, but I have to know, who is this man? He was most likely in April May's room the night of the murder. What's that you say? Are you quite sure, my boy? What has him so flustered, I wonder? I beg your pardon, but I must ask you to leave. I need to be alone. Alright, that's it. He's fallen silent as a stone. A rather large stone. I guess I should return that photo. Photograph returned to Mr. Grossberg. Let's see if we're going to talk. Okay. Why not we head to Blue Core? September 7th, Blue Core Inc., CEO's office. What's with the surreal decor? Welcome! Please furnish me with your title of your persona. What the? Your name? What's your name? I was just inquiring asking the title that you go by. Right. Phoenix Wright, and the entire alliance, of course, right here. Inquirably. Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendoriferous. Perhaps I immediately intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Core, you know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. Not in the same room, So I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the worldly challenge. Let me guess, you are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this, for a redneck. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yikes, this guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. Let's see. Miss May. Miss May is an employee of Blue Core, is she not? Correct. She was my secretary. What a shock it was to hear what she has done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed. She is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. I'm telling you, y'all. She does gather information for us as part of her duty. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is inevitable she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. Oh, so she's one of her associates, huh? On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as the time or place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White. The hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter. The bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you, though. If you want to speak to me, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. The police, the courts, to me they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. Let's examine. Yep. Haven't I seen this somewhere? Is this a replica? Ridiculosity! I have no interest in anything but originals. That right there is a bona fide original worth $5 million for sure. And they say my voice acting is terrible. And I'm proving some of the naysayers wrong because I can do voices that can, some characters that I can do pretty well. And that was what counts. And we're down to one person watching. Now we're back to two, and now we're back to one. Impressive lineup of trophies. Judges Special Runner-Up. Best Participation. Judges Corporation Award Special Good Try Prize. Words judges and special kind of stand out. A statue of the man holding up the word. Or holding up the world, sorry. Oh, the blue core sign certainly stands out enough. The model for the man is, of course, Mr. White. Truly a work of art. Well, probably too beauticious for you to appreciate, Corey. I think it's a little too beauticious for just about anyone to appreciate. I'm guessing this is supposed to be a desk. My, this is quite the thing. Yeah. Mr. White is kind of full of himself, Kyle. He likes to be the self-centered attention. It is a module on my body, see? Well, does it sleek round or not inspire you? Yeah, inspired me with your boredom. This is a top floor of a 20-story building. The view is quite presidential. Very much presidential. What kind of company is Blue Core anyway? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future. You might say we are the future. Sell information instead of buying, you guys sell info like you give intel or something? In just 10 years, I built this business up into the great office you see now. Or in case you're wondering, Blue Core was named after the color blue. Red, white, and Blue Core, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. But isn't your hair the color purple and pink? Because, you know, I know your favorite color is blue, but shouldn't you wear a blue suit instead? Because look at Phoenix Wright. His color's blue. I'm blue. Fantabulistic, is it not? Fantastic. There's something that's been bothering me. Yes, what might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. Say, when did you get that painting? No idea. I forgot. Liar, I've seen that painting before. Yesterday, in fact. Why do I find that painting here today? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I'll ask again. Who are you? A lawyer? Or everyone's a lawyer, the entire alliance here in this Ultimate Arkham Universe storyline? No, my feeble friend, a mere lawyer. Worth nothing, silch, simple, nada. Just like that sorry excuse from an attorney. Grotty burger. What? What the heck, dude? He punched us! Do you have any idea that he absolutely punched us without notice? Like, really? Is that some way to greet someone as a hello? Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault? Charge away. I'll welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty. What? In my position, the police, the courts, they'll all do my bidding. So you say, but I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your compensation. You came here from Grotty Burgers, I presume? Mr. Grossberg's, yes. And you must ask him, why is that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps that he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live with life purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. Moron! Yeah, he's an imbecile. He is much the imp to Mr. Grossberg. Mr. Grossberg, why are you remain silent? Because this is not the way we want to be in the silency type. I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat. Jumping Jehoshaphat! You! What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him, that much is clear. Mr. White. So, I paid Blue Corp a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit something has been bothering me and the rest of the entire alliance here in this Ultimate Arkham Universe storyline. Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just a big painting of photo of Mr. White. Why couldn't you defend my... Yeah. I thought it was strange. Here was Maya, your own apprentice's little sister, in desperate need, accused of killing her own sister no less, and you wouldn't take the case. I finally realized why. You and White are connected. He's your boss, blackmailing you. You're lovers. No, you're not lovers. He's black. That's wrong. That's wrong. He's blackmailing you. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? We're right, aren't we? I don't know what you're talking about. Mr. Grossberg, sir. There was a giant painting hanging right there on the other day, was it there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. We all saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corps, Red White's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, tell us, and the Alliance, what happened? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corps is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. The name at the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves, and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. So he finally shows the truth about him, because if he knows he was going to get Mr. White is going to be arrested by him or any other means of any of those who are called idealists. So, Mr. White is like the Carmine Falcone type of guy, huh? So, or should I say, the Rupert Thorne of BTAS of Batman the Animated Series. This is why I call it Arkham Twin Days for nothing. What is this DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than a sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium. A medium. Her name was Misty Fay. Fay. Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police. And she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? They offered me riches and embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret they began looking for the one who sold them out. That is Mr. Grossberg. So you told Mr. White everything you know, and because you are a tattletale? If you didn't tell this, none of this would have happened. You don't deserve being called a defense attorney. You are an imbecile. Great. People who are surrounded with blackmail because they don't want to lift a finger because they're someone who was in control of power do not want to become the idealists. You know in the near future you will lose your job, Mr. Grossberg, as a defense attorney. Because you are not so trustworthy. The only way you're going to do this is to go into community service. Of course, White heard about it and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you will still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. What she found, I see. Okay, back to Fay and Company law offices. It's funny, looking at this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. Oh, we're gonna take a look, don't we, Kyle? All the cases the chief of the worked are filled here. Let's see. Files T to Z. T-U. Alright, I'll wait for you. The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? Files A through I. A, B, F, Misty Fay. That's Mia and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? I have tarnished the Fay name, leaving only these words, my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches, which he became... Yeah, so he finally gave in, and he's not a trustworthy defense lawyer. The only way he's gonna have to lose his job is to resign and do community service by not going down in the dirt. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. Coercion. His name is... record stops here. So Mia knew Grossberg. Files J to S. Nothing much in here. Maybe I'll skim some of this. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. Biggest parts here at the end in S. Suicide? Ew! There's a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. Whoa! There's writing on most of these in pencil. White? That is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. He thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Let's see. Court record. Oh, that one. Wow. Back to Blue Core. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. Really? You're all talking, no play, making Jack a dull boy. I think we're past needing to talk about April May. I've got to put this guy on the spot and quick. What's the matter? You seem distressed. This guy is a pro at pulling the wool over people's eyes. I've got to put him on the spot. Stop that! Your hot gaze is giving me goosebumps. There's no point asking someone who's cooking a straight question. There's some evidence I can use as ammo. What's wrong? Is something stuck to my face? Why, yes. There's my eyes and my nose and my mouth, but of course I jest. You need not restrain your mirth, my friend. It is okay to indulge in my cosmopolitan sense of humor. I will not think less of you. All right. Let's present them with something about an article, huh? This is the only clue that Mia left me. Better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia, that little darling, she had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word, White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. Welcome back, Kyle. You were involved in all of these suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong, what is it that you should be doing right now? Investigating me? No. I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. So he's calling the secretary's office? Mr. Wrong will believe it now. Wait a second, Mr. Wright. You are wrong, Mr. White. Excuse me? What I should be doing now is going after you. And the whole entire alliance. Just what are you insinuating there, y'all? Mia was on you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then Mia was murdered and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. Welcome back, Desmond. Hope you charge your cell phone. And he's calling the secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort for Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Oh no, something tells me I don't like where this is going, doesn't it? White? That you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? A Mia Fay case. I witnessed the murder, you see, and thus as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Why, too? I told you I'll change my mind now, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you're in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Oh boy, this is going to be very ugly. So he is accusing us as the defense lawyers and the entire alliance, huh? Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a Mia lawyer. And was Miss Mia? How dare you! I'll point the finger at you and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will be defending you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they make it even you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah, Butts? Harry Butts. Right, actually. Phoenix Wright, and my friend's name is Larry, you... Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? No, that was... the other guy. Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fay. What? Take this despicable human being into custody along with the entire alliance. They're going to jail, though. Farewell, Mr. Wrong, and your entire alliance of despicable fools. Can't believe believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow, including everyone else's. Wright's going to set a trap for me and everyone of the entire Alliance. And the prosecution will be on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. It's Maya. Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Now I'm afraid we switched places. Is jail most likely an unhappy place for everyone in this entire life? Because I don't like the prison bars. Can someone get me soup or a sandwich or something to drink? Because I'm thirsty. I explained what happened to me. What had happened to me. What's up, Weeby Tacos? How you doing? I do remember you changed your profile name because you were called by hamburgers and sandwiches. Yummy! Free food in the jail cell. No, it's not that bad. I'm not saying I want to build a summer dream home, but the walls are quite lovely. How you doing, Weeby Tacos? Oh boy, poor Maya. Is there anything you can do? Well... How about you can defend me in court? Alright, you can be my defense lawyer tomorrow. Huh? Lawyership runs in your blood, but I thought being a medium runs in your blood. Oh my. Wasn't it ghost powers that ran in your blood too as well? For your birthday, you will get the Switch Lite? Really, Weeby Tacos? That is awesome! Wow! I would definitely like to add you on my friend list because I myself have a Nintendo Switch. Of course, this game of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney is on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. And it's also on Steam. That's right, it's also on Steam. Wait, Maya, wait! I'm kidding, it was a joke. Oh, really, I was kidding, but thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. Oh, when is your birthday, Weeby Tacos? I want to know. When is your birthday? Just a piece is what... Okay, Maya. Then come to the trial tomorrow. All right. Times may change. Yet with crime isn't the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finished in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair once for myself on this case. You watched the show for Phoenix Wright, really? How did that TV show series went, even though it is English dub for voice acting, and with the true culprit appearing as the star witness? This is it. Tomorrow, it's me with the Alliance, or him. To be continued. Oh boy. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just drinking vitamin water. That's all. You know, your friendly neighborhood spider cop needs to be himself thirsty. Okay. Let's keep going. September 9th, 9:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. That's right, Maya, this is it. One way or another, this case gets decided today. It's Miles Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the chief prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What? Does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story. I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. Oh boy, crossing swords. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is to get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Yeah, we know him. Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Very much. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, court will start shortly. I'll be defending myself and the Alliance as well, because we are all defensive lawyers in this Ultimate Arkham Universe storyline. Have you been to jury duty? Well, to be honest, in real life I haven't. But I have been to court like twice for the one, yeah, in real life. There will be another court trial in early October, which I will have to be going to because of what happened to my legal dad who passed away. Yeah, it's absolutely true. Because the trial that I have that I have to go to is far from over in real life. So I decided to do the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trial, so it feels what it really means to really feel like going to court for reals. September 9th, 10 a.m., District Court Courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. With the help of my friends of the Alliance, and are here in the Ultimate Arkham Universe storyline. Hello, Luffy, what's up? I see you changed your name back from Deku to Monkey D. Luffy. Or is it the other way around? Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That was part 2. smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Well, let's raise an objection. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Get it right. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Thank you very much indeed. I like you, Zop. Great, he gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name? Yes, that's what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name. Now! These two are great together! My name is Red White, but friends call me Blanco Nino. You mean Blanco Nino? Of course I speak Spanish, you imbecile! Mr. White, I mean, because, you know, you get the idea. Oh my gosh. Blanco Nino. Don't you mean Blanco Rojo? Blanco Rojo is red, white. That's Spanish. Translate it for red, white. Come on, you guys, I understand Spanish. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Collar. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That will be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel at the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Oh, hell, won't tell you what you already knew. Very well, Mr. White. Your man began your testimony. I can't rip this guy's testimony apart. I'm done for. Or all of us will. Why do we always feel like it's the end of the world? I'm the last man standing. What is this, Custer's last stand? Oh. I hope you made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Alright, you guys. You ready to hear his testimony? Because here we go. It's up to you guys to listen, hear, and discern and find any contradictions of any whatsoever from what he comes out of his own mouth. Let's see, it was about 9 p.m., I believe. It was quite perusifying. Oh, that's reading to you some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. If things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid that the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. I mean, Mr. Wright, all of the defendants, all defense lawyers of the Alliance, you begin your cross-examination ready? Yes, Your Honor. All right, you guys, time to find it. So he's saying it was about 9 o'clock, you believe, and you were quietly perusifying. Let me hold you on that. Hold it! By window, you mean the one directly across from Fay and Company law offices? Correct. That is the only window, you see. And there you were reading papers. Correct. A Gate 1 is a businessman's hotel, and I'm a busy man who had business to do. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Oh, yeah? Hold it! A bedlam? It must have been when you attacked our zoo. We see. Continue. Suppose I turned to look at the building across the way. Hold it! So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound. But of course, I am no snoop peeping out of windows at night. No snoop? Yeah, right, you made a career out of snooping, such as blackmail. It was then I saw him, a stocky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Hold it! Spiky hair, really? Come on! Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. Hold it! What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes. 40. Don't you mean 20/20 vision on me? Come on. Hey, you guys in the comment section below, you guys have 20/20 vision because he thinks he has 40/40 because he can see the eyes of a hawk. Hey, look at me, I can see far away. Hello, I am a seeker. No, he is not. Don't add them together, Mr. White. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway? And what did you do then? Right, I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was surprised, of course. Now, wait a second. What was Miss May doing at that time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping the Fae off his phone? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. Okay, now, I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone on this Fae woman. You make a good politician, Mr. White, but you make a pretty good liar. Oh, I know, after all, I am El Presidente. Spanish for the president. Let's continue. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Hold it! Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. No, she didn't ran to the left, she ran to the right. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. But I could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. I'm sorry. When you say he ran to the left, to be honest, it was somebody told me that May's testimony said the victim dodged an attack and ran to the right. That's the one. Am I right, you guys? Because that's according to May's testimony, which contradicts it, if you want to know. Believe me, everyone, come on, you guys. Are we right or what? Because, you know, Objection! Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, it is simple. You must have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim right here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. I don't think he's, well, his face shows that he is not lying. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing? Wait a second. That's not right. Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Miss May is right, not Mr. White, but Mr. White thinks she ran to the left, but he thinks it's to the right. But if you look at the floor plans closely while looking out through the building at the Gatewater Hotel, she ran to the right. If it was running to the left, she would hit a dead end, and there would be no door. Is that correct, you guys? Because we know this well. It's Miss May. As Miss May has stated, Mia ran to the right after she was attacked. What is this? I am not fashioning fabrications, I assure you. That lady ran to the left. I am sure of it. And there can only be one explanation. And what would that be? And that is... Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel. If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay and Company, of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. Okay, let's see. So, okay, you see the floor plans, like ran to the right. He was standing like right here. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt! Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? Why is this guy laughing right now, you guys? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I've been unclear, and for this, I'm apologize. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Left. Listen, learn, and discern and find the contradiction if what you can. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she ran to the left. What do you know? It's Natsu Dragon Slayer. What's up, Natsu? Welcome back, buddy. And then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Thanks with the little ride. You chased her and delivered her the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? Oh, you're right on time, Natsu. Well, it's okay, Natsu. This live stream's gonna last somewhere close to between 2 to 2.5 hours. Oh, I miss seeing you back, Natsu. It's great to see you again. So how are you doing, buddy? And how is your computerized technical skills? Which I'm really happy for you. That also seems to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. It's pretty simple. Why would he say you hit her twice? No, it was once. It was pretty obvious. So, that was her. That one assaulted the girl, ran to the left. Just for fun. Hold it! What do you mean first? First, that was a comes before what happens next. Do you speak English, right? Please sit back and relax. I will try to use simple words for your benefit. Ooh, you're trying to make some art for your channel? Awesome! You are cool. That is pretty cool. I would love to see that channel art somehow. I mean, I do my own channel art if you want to know, of course. I mean, people can try to make the channel art that doing it for me for free, but you, I would love to see how your channel art will be doing. And by the way, the introduction is still there from what you gave to me. I will send it for you if I can. Ooh, I'll be waiting. Natsu the Dragon Slayer. Oh yeah. Spider Cop's best allied partner. That's right. Your friendly neighborhood Spider Cop is doing some contradictions. How would you like to be a defense lawyer to help me solve this case against Mr. Red White here? He loves to lie. And then you hit her savagely. That's what I saw. Hold it! I didn't hit anyone. Now, Mr. Wright, there is no point hiding things from this court. I'm not hiding anything, you imbecile! Tell it to the Alliance who aren't telling lies, you know. Hi, Charles, what's up? First Natsu and now Charles. Woo! What is... Now we're having a bit bigger audience here. The prosecution requested the defense refrain from interrupting the testimony. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Why is he mad at me? That's with the last of her strength, she ran to the lift. Hold it! What do you mean next? For what reason we would have to jot someone? Next is what comes after first. I know that. Then that is all you need to know, Mr. Lawyer. As I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the rock. You chased her and delivered the final blow. Okay, tell me, Natsu, what is your big surprise? You got some videos out. Sweet. What is it? Stop saying it was me, Mr. White. But it was you. Mr. Wright, if you claim that it was not you, then show us proof. Can I do nothing, right? Nothing? iOS games, really? Too bad I don't have any iOS things, if you want to know. Well, I'll continue. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. No, that's wrong. If you think I've hit her twice, you are completely wrong. Mia's autopsy report died from a blow by a blunt object, may have lived for a few minutes after being hit. She died from a single hit. She didn't die, she didn't get hit twice. Objection! Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Oh, now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? Or should I say abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quiet. The witness is confused because he's lying. I empathetically request that there be no break, Your Honor. We got him. Oh, now he's starting to break down. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony, the crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Okay. The two accounts. Alright. Well, see. I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, she dodged. Then you hit her with a single blow. Whoa! Flop indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. He thinks he's going to get himself out from a stomach ulcer. He does not have one. He doesn't have one. You looked the other window. What thing that fell? Hold it! You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Well, that on the glass light stand. Right. The one that had fallen over at the scene. It is very odd. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. I'll do that right away. A witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. I'll do it right this time. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Hold it! The glass stand was lying on the floor? That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before? Why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait! One moment! Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I'm so confused. Wright's falling apart. Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Very well, the witness may continue his account. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. Hold it! Now before, you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused. Don't worry, we all know what happened now. She turned and ran for the door. Hold it! What did you do then? I gave chase, of course. No, not me, the killer, I mean, he gave chase. You just gave away a clue to everyone else. Objection! Mr. Wright, please try to remain calm. Mr. Wright here is only trying to fluster you with baseless accusations. Oh, right, thank you, Miles. Then you did her in a single blow. Thwop! Thwop? That doesn't sound like the savage attack from your earlier testimony. Oh yeah, well, I'm a man of peace, you see. He is getting a lot less talkative. He's probably afraid we'll catch on to him for something, but it won't be easy. So, let's see. Saw Miss Mia, the attack and dodged, ran to the floor. Let's see. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked, huh? The broken remains of a glass light stand. I think this is the one we should represent. Objection! I think I'm smart, am I? I mean, you guys can remember for what it is. Mr. Wright. It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Oh! Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me, exactly when was it you saw the stand? Answer the question! Your friendly neighborhood spider cop demands this. Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct. That would be no problemo, right? Actually, big problemo. There's a big problem here. What problem is this? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. Or we got this straight out of the pages of the book, right, you guys? You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred? Correct. That is so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. What? What? Why couldn't he? You have proof? I sure do, Your Honor. A person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over. And guess what? Why not we go with the floor plans? Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window office, this is the area you would be able to see. Right from the window office, you can only see just a part of the office and not the whole thing. Right here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity! Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen it that from is inside the Fay Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Mr. White? Yeah, he's broken down, isn't he? This is how he's breaking down. What's the matter? Can't get up? Mr. White? You did it, didn't you? Oh, does Mommy need to help you back up, Mr. White? I'm sorry, she's not here to save you. Mr. Your Honor, I'll miss Maya. Looks like I'm about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot my entry! Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you faced the wiretap. The wiretap? Oh no, this isn't looking good, Charles. I bet you know. Order! Mr. Angel, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss May. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? No, you weren't! Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break! Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay and Company law offices. That is when I saw the accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court on all things, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has not shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand there. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Oh no. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Ahem, leave it to me. I feel completely ridiculous I feel really utterly sputtered. The wiretapping. Yeah, it seems Edgeworth wants to save this guy's skin. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay and Company law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident? And this is how you'll be able to identify what had fallen over, by the sound. Correct. That is correct. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now? Playing hooky with this guy? No! Bang. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Hold it! Do you have proof? Objection! Miss April May knew the details of Miss Fay's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Huh, right. I'd enter the Fay and Company law offices. Hold it! Was it really you that went into the office, or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fay and Company law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fay and Company law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Let's see. Why did you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Core is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Oh, really? Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made out entirely of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a flirtatious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Crap! There's nothing there for me to press him on! Well, maybe he's rattling enough that I can bluff something out of him. Let's see. Into the company. Oh, don't tell me I've run out of ammo! Or this entire alliance! Tisk tisk. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mommy. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? No. No. Yes, Your Honor. With the Alliance, might be my friends, but he fought to the... Over here where? I know that voice. Mia! Oh! Ah! Mommy! Where am I? Grandma, is that you? I want cookies and milk. The waiting lobby. But where's Grandma? Oh, where's Android 21? Was my legal mom? Oh, Mom! What happened? All right. I lost the trial. It was a nightmare. Then I woke up and I was hallucinating. Mama. Ah! Oh. Okay, so it's not a ghost. Like, whoa. You are Maya? The Fae women, yeah, they do have strong psychic powers. When I accepted my defeat in court, it was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So Maya is channeling you, Mia? As I recall, the once I woke up, I find Zatsune Miku talking to me back on Dream Girlfriend, if you want to know, and it was kind of quite the revealing shock of my life. So it was pretty tense. So I guess she doesn't want me to go in jail and not be in prison for the rest of my life, I suppose. So yeah. That's gonna be added to the comic strip thumbnail. Whether I'm Gino in the doll form or your friendly neighborhood spider cop. You came to tell us. So, Mia and now Zatsune Miku. I say the letter Z, not the H. Okay, letter Z. I'm listening. We already won. Huh? The receipt in the court record? Oh yeah, the one you wrote my on? So, what do I do with it? The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item. Glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th. That's one of the final two clues. So she bought that stand the day before she was killed. Whoa! So what did Mr. White say in that testimony, his testimony of his? Do you guys remember what he said about his earlier testimony from the beginning of his first words? Anybody? Come on, I know you guys in the comment section, but if not, I can show you what it means. It might help you to remember. So, give up or any clues? So, we are gonna do it right here. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. That's the one. He said it. He just gave it away. It was the week of September, the day before the murder. He just gave that clue away. All right. Let's do it. That receipt has been updated. You'll see it, Desmond. Trust me. As a defensive lawyer, you'll see why that he just said this. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant rather... Are you all right, Mr. Wright? Yes, sir, Your Honor. I'm fine now. And let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. Wright is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I ask you. And the entire Alliance will ask of you for this. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your re-cross-examination again. Okay. This is what he said. He said it was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. That's what he said, Desmond. And because of that, we show this receipt right here. Objection! Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor? Anytime, Desmond. Of course, law school isn't easy as it goes to show you. Will you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, our class Wright stamp. And that date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder. Yep, got him. You see, Mr. Wright, when you allegedly entered Fay and Company law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? That cat lady was creepy. Oh, she is. No, it's impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. Yep, rip eardrums. Sorry. Rest in peace, headphone users. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. And that is all for the trial of... Objection! Oh, man, what now, Edgeworth? Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. What? No way you can worm out of this one. Oh, wait. I forget. There is a certain thread of logic that the defense claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Oh, I'm sorry, Kyle. Oh my. Judge is salty with French fries. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. We got to eject. We're not going to wait and see what happens. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Angelo, if anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. Oh, you would do have the truth serum to make this job a lot easier, Desmond, definitely. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. RC. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. This is not going to be forever. Edgeworth is sure to come up with to just make him something. And after Mia showed up to help me in all, Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course, thank you for your time. Mia? You want me to read this out loud? Mia, what's this? Memo received from Mia. A list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life and the entire Alliance is riding on this. Force Ghost Mia. We have ourselves a Jedi here. The lie detector test would also help as well. We eat tacos. Okay, well, I'd like to show this something in front of the court. This will seal his fate. Take that! The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Hold! Please stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list, y'all? Mia says admit your guilt right here, right now, or else this list is going to be released to the entire press and everyone else. Oh no! I confess, I did it, I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed. Well, I say no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. I was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that if only you knew how spirited it was. Woo! Well, this court finds the defense of both of the entire Alliance and Mr. Phoenix Wright. Further, the defendant of Mr. Phoenix Wright and everyone else, you of the entire alliance are found not guilty. Hooray! We are innocent! Woo! That is all. The court is adjourned. Case closed. Oh my! September 9th, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. Oh, it is funny how the thinker was the same murder weapon for the first and second case. That is true, Charles. Welcome back, Weeby Tacos. Oh yeah. You were lucky you were born as a fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side, and not to mention Zatsune Miku, who doesn't want me to be in jail. The funny thing is, why did she came? Besides me, of course. I mean, it's Ghost Force Mia. As long as you live? Your time here's running out. Huh? I see. What? No, there's still so much to say. Gee! Well, teenager sidekicks? He is a ladies' man, of course, but he realized he doesn't want to have a... I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. It's too complicated. I'm sorry. I was just enjoying myself here. September 9th, 9:02 p.m. Fay and Company Law Offices. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. I came, Mia? Mia? Maya? Of course I came, Maya? Am I having an identity crisis? About a burger? Maya? Mia? What? Oh no, Mia! Maya! Oh! Yes, look like you were! We got hamburgers. How about any drinks? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. She wrote a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of, huh? Oh, okay. Someone has to help with the new Wright and Company law offices. Well, okay. So I did mention between 2 to 2.5. So I did mention the word Global Studios. So we'll do a part of the Global Studios, but not all of it. Yeah, Nick. She calls him. They both call me that. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Not to mention Zatsune Miku. Wright and Company law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Oh! A ghost of fire! Now I know what it feels like. I'm always being watched from above. Great. Everybody's kind of guilty of original sin, maybe, but you can never tell. I can never tell the ghost of a chance. Right. Do what, Maya? Burgers? Oh, great. There's actually, if you want to know, there is a burger joint from where I live at right now that's like, I don't know, 2 miles from where I'm at. It's called Frosty Palace, and it feels so cool. Okay, wait up. The end. Oh, wow, that was awesome. Episode 3, wow. Okay. Yes, like I said, we're not gonna do the we'll do parts of the turnabout of the samurai thing, so don't worry. The pale, I see. Yep, Steel Samurai. I'm guessing this is why it familiarizes of Super Sentai, if you want to know. Of course, Super Sentai, yep, Steel Samurai. The warrior swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Wright and Company Law Offices. Oh, it was super long. Yeah! Why not tell that to run from Samurai Warriors? Oh, it's fun. Or should I say Steel Samurai? Whoa, stop waving that broom around! Of course I'm here! What was that surreal show you were watching? I don't know. Yeah, you remember. Oh, you definitely remember this case back then on the K-Wings Let's Play. It was on the very first month they put this as a premiere series. Definitely. Steel Samurai. Young? Like how young, Maya? Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Well, you will be 19 2 years from now. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. Hey, just because you're in your 20s or 30s or 40s or no matter what age you are in, because age is just a number, you always love watching Power Rangers. I really worry about kids these days. I guess, Maya. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright and Company law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? Some big client is just around the corner. Hello, may I have, would that make me a non-fat joke? 30 or 40 burgers to go? Tell that to the kingpin. October 16th, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Another rip-off Power Ranger show. At least there's no rip-off Zordon like back in Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. Hello, this is Phoenix. Oh, be glad we destroyed the Arkham Rangers and somebody send out their Megazord to defeat the Arkham Rangers because I am so happy. Being the guy on the show. Maya's talking about the Steel Samurai got arrested. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? On TV? Yeah, on TV. With a samurai. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, Maya. Very well. October 16th, 9:22 a.m. Wright and Company Law Offices. Maya's here watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers played the lead role in the popular kids' TV show The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo or Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found struck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has got to be a joke. A nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over and the world is over. That's Maya's cell phone. What? The Steel Samurai? Well, we're gonna have to head to the detention center. Go where? Okay, well, she's grateful for that. As much as I'm gonna do this, why not? Well, what should we do? Okay, Weeby Tacos, take care. Does she want to investigate this case? Or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. Okay, I'm gonna go cry mommy. October 16th, Detention Center, Visitors Room. Hey, look, it's Hugh Jackman! Because in his younger days, if you want to know. Because remember about the playlist series of Injustice where Lex Luthor kind of looked like Bruce Willis? I'm not kidding. He looked like Bruce Willis. I can go for Bobo's Pizza. Really? That sounds really good. What do you mean that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client, that's him. Maya, you're jumping to conclusions. Whoa, you know what you're saying? Oh. Okay, I know he looks like Hugh Jackman, but I'm going to try to sound like Patrick Warburton, but I'm not 100% if I can do that to pull it off. Something wrong? This is getting off to a great start. Oh no. You're disappointed, aren't you? Worst terrible Patrick Warburton impersonator ever. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. Wonder what will they think of the Steel Samurai now? What? Yeah, of course. Right, Maya. Now you understand he didn't do it. Oh, what are we gonna do with that girl? Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The guys had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 o'clock that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in the crumpled heap near the set. Okay, now I'm starting to sound like a cowboy. I'm not, I don't know why. This is ridiculous, but whatever. They took off his mask. Discovered it was the jackhammer. Dead! He had been expertly skilled with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that I, the Steel Samurai, uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Oh, come on. Hey, who's new to this? Since you were jumping to conclusions, Maya, come on. The Alliance or defense lawyers here? Oh, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in the popular kids show. He walks on the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. Wow! I see. Neo-Old Tokyo. Who comes up with these names? Oh, really? Like names like Crystal Tokyo from the Sailor Moon series, and not to mention Alfheim Online from SAO? Come on, like, you know, from Airclad, come on. Jeez, and what about the other Power Rangers TV series, huh? Come on. Power Rangers Alibi. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was at the beginning at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried through the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder? Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. I'm willing to bet $10 she asks for autographs. Okay. Studio, the main gate. October 16th, Global Studios main gate. Yeah, this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Oh, not Miss Wendy Obeg. It's her. Not her. Lawyers. It's security, huh? We're not gawkers. Knock it off, Miss Wendy Oldbag. Oh, please stop talking so fast. I can't understand what you're sounding like that. You sound like the Gardner from Super Mario RPG. Will I go up to please? I don't know. It's possible. Ouch! Oh my god. So, what do you do here at the studios? Children's dreams come true. No, you were a star? Right. Jack Hammer, huh? He's been reduced to playing villains now? Wow. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? On the what? Watching would lose their lunch? Is big chance? We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty, you know. Come on. No, he's not. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? In the many hearts as the ultimate action hero. So, Jack Hammer. Should I have heard of that? An accident during filming 5 years ago? I see. They were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Ooh. Reason for suspicion. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? You were standing right here yesterday, huh? Now, the studio where the murder took place is left here. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 p.m. And that person was Mr. Powers? But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. He was the killer. No, he wasn't. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. Come on, we're not crooks. A computer that runs the studio security cameras. Oh, come on! The security guard station. That security lady must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in here. Hey, if there's a mountain of it, I bet there's bags of chips and doodle cakes. You know, a doodle cake. Come on, has anybody ever heard of a doodle cake before? Or a sandwich? Or a... Okay, how about Gatorade? It works. An overhead map of the studios. Right here is the employee area. To the left, there are actual film studios. The main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with onlookers pressing up against the gate. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around the film equipment. Okay. Back to the detention center. Hello! How was the studio? They all think I didn't, don't they? They all think you did it, but you're not. Not I. Yes, Gatorade? Yeah. Yes. Hey, what? I got vitamin water right here in front of on the left side of me. Right, not at all, Maya. At least, at worst, you're a suspect. I mean, not Maya. Wow, did I accuse her? I'm sorry. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from us, are you? What? No, I'll never do that. Earlier you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping. I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. Tell us the truth of us Alliance members here. This is the Ultimate Arkham Universe storyline. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know. I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me. What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. I bet the security guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, the security lady. Yeah, she's actually said the same thing to me before. Take care, Desmond. See you back for another premiere or another Arkham Twin Days live stream. Take care, buddy. Take off that mask were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. Let her you seem a stumble once and she'll never let you up on you. You think you could write up on add it to the court record? I just hope this will get me past that. Let's present this. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. It's not childish! Really? Uh-huh. Very well. Hey, detective, huh? Hey, not bad. 50 cents a piece. I got 49. Does anybody have an extra penny so we can have 50 cents? Anybody? Come on. I only got like 49 cents. I got like 2 quarters, 2 dimes, and 4 pennies. Or does anybody have spare change? Please. Or can we get it for free so we can take it away? Hey! Aren't you that murderer from the other day? If he's the present, it's all your fault too as well, detective! Not sufficient to broadcast gameplay again. Oh boy. Yeah, this was some major lag. Yeah, even if it's gonna be on the archive or a live stream or being previously recorded, there may be some bit of a buffering skip issues along the way, but at least we'll get the series of this entire Let's Play series job done for Arkham Twin Days. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? In this case, too. Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. Okay. Let's see. Hey, there's a camera here. That's a security camera. Takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is to look at the data and you can see who went there. That's a number plate on the camera. ST1-307. That must be the camera ID number. I'm a little pushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal. Well, yeah, but... Hey, those detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. Well, at least you don't eat donuts. For the time being. The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind. But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1. Left to Studio 2. Okay, Kyle. Take your time. Yeah, it looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday, and the head broke off. It took that tree down with it, too. Oh, boy. There's an entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Looks like you need a card key to get in. Makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. And there's that welcome sign. Yeah, apparently the studio's fallen on tough times. They started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money by charging for admission. She could be quite the detective and work it. Yeah, what's perfect timing with the studio mascot down for the count? Well, that's what that's supposed to mean, pal. Oh, we're just messing with you. So how is your investigation going, detective? Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal. A little bit more indirect with your question. Right, so, detective, mind if I take a look at what you've got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Jack's autopsy report has been added to the court record. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Yeah, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady? What a charmer. Huh? Were you talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Yeah, she is a sucker for authority. I wonder why we are authority and we think we're just an innocent bystanders of kids. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What kind of evidence? Well, that photo. A photo of the steel samurai heading toward the scene of the crime. What? Nani? See the camera up on that gate, pal? Yes. Yeah, whenever someone walks by, the camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh, no. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. Welcome back, Kyle. Whoa, pal, you seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I have not already found, you know. For my grammar. Glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Let's see. She's stuffing her face with donuts. Yeah, they are soft enough when she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Not really, though. She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Let's see. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? You thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself? Okay. So it's your job to check the photos every day, huh? The guard station is a central position. Before 1 o'clock. And the murder happened around 2:30. Maybe it was you? She thinks that's funny! Wow. Was the victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor? The biggest star in the studio. Was? Past tense? He shone the brightest back in the day, huh? I can't blame that. Or I cannot blame that. About the security camera. Yeah, right there on the top left corner. It snaps a photo. It records the time when it took place, huh? You view all the photos on the computer over there in the security guard station? Whoops, let's see. The employee area. October 16th, Global Studios, employee area. They do all behind the scenes. Why not examine around? The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. Well, if you want to leave it that way, be my guest. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo Old Tokyo Castle. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? Don't people cycle to get exercise? I mean, come on. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak, huh? You just had a burger. If you had a second stomach, are you more than just a human? Like, you're not a cow who has 4 stomachs, or a goat. What? Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh, it's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Samurai soda. Ladies first. Yay! That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. What else would they keep in a film studio? A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. What do you mean, find? The samurai... We don't need a spear! Well, you can tell that to K-Wife, who loves spears, because it's her favorite. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. October 16th, Global Studios, dressing room. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping. Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake. Let's see. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. This is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie! No! And how can you tell the name of the show just by looking at a wig? Samurai movies, kind? There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. You just had a burger! You have a separate stomach for sweets. Does this girl eat anything she has? How many stomachs does this girl have? Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it's kind of dusty outside. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. Yeah, it does. It's fun to wear one of the costumes. I say you were already wearing one myself. Powers' bag, huh? Hey, don't open that. An employee card key. That must be Powers's. Says Studio One. Borrow it. You mean borrow. Card key added to the chord record. You mean stolen card key added to the chord record. Oh my, yes. We stole a card key. Maya, you have become the sidekick's ultimate thief. Oh. I wonder what else inside Powers' bag. Stop that! My partner, the thief in training, is already up for grabs. She's becoming Catwoman. Oh my gosh, that is just funny. Okay, back to the employee area. And back to Studio Main Gate 1. Outside Studio 1. Oh, just a Studio Main Gate. Let's see. No. Detention Center. All I can think of is the employee area. I was like, no, wait. Studio Main Gate. Oh boy, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, outside Studio 1. There's the... Alright. And it's open! Okay. Inside Studio 1, and then we're going to check out everything and call it the quits. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Does it give me the shivers? Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. A murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Okay. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Mount. That's the Mounted Neo Fujiyama. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Oh, right. And I thought I'm the moron? Yeah, so don't touch it. Oh, I'm sorry, my partner's kind of, you know. Who are you? You're an assistant here, huh? We are lawyers. WPs, people. That's right, short for WP. Uh-huh. Of course he would never hurt a fly. He is innocent. Why don't we examine some more? It does. Please don't touch the camera. I told you to not to touch the camera. Oh, it's a ladder. Yeah, 7 years bad luck. That's a step ladder. Stop judging narrow-minded sculptures. Right, sorry, this girl is out there. Oh my gosh. That's the chair for the director sits in, alright. Look what? The black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. A megaphone. This girl is more trouble than I thought. Since we are in action of a live stream. They outlined where Jack's hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few blood stains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Yeah, and this is why they call it Arkham. Very much. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? You were in the studio the whole day, huh? Only one assistant? The studios isn't doing so well. I see. Wow, how did I know that psychic? So Penny's telling us in the morning that we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there along with everyone else. The employee area that where Power's dressing room is. Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1 and saw WP go into his dressing room. And you didn't see them, either of them, after that, huh? Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? You wouldn't go there unless you had some urgent message for him? What kind? No, I'm not sure you're a fine girl. I'm sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi. WP was the only one who came to the studio. What? Not really, Penny. Bothering you? What's been bothering you? You sensed someone was here? You sensed? Some other studio employees, maybe? The only thing that you had scheduled was an action scene run-through. So you have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? Yeah, you're right. Okay. Let me guess. So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? You think doesn't cut it when it's a witness testimony. Alright. Let's see if we can go talk to that lady. I mean, I want to... not this live stream isn't over yet, but we want to go talk to Miss Old Wendy... Wendy Oldbag. October 16th, Global Studios main gate. We haven't seen a ghost. I want to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? What? I don't think she's not in a good mood. It was the... Okay! No, but someone is? Of course she's not a full-time employee. Again with the fast talking! Can you stop talking so fast? I can't understand you! Yeah, uh-huh. Oh my, yes, she's nuts! The computer that runs the studio security cameras? Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Okay, let's give it a try. Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see, first I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. on that day. 1 o'clock. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security. Let's see, I can't remember. Was it ST1370? There, entered. Maybe I got it wrong. No, let's try this again. So it's not the bottom one. Let's see. Let's see. So I know it's not that one. ST1307. Got it! Wow! It was that. Yeah, it was the middle. Let's see what we got. That is a picture of the Steel Samurai. Huh. How is this a picture of Will Powers, anyways? Well, he is the one who's always wears the suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. Something's printed on the back. October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Maybe there's more photo data from that day. Powers number photo added to the court record. Yeah. Oh, we'll put her in her place right. Wait, let's not. It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Yeah, tell that to my partner thief in crime. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Well, I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. To be continued. Oh, dandy. Saving up to that saving point. Unbelievable. Oh. Okay, hold on a second. As much as I'm going to continue this, we are going to stop here for the time being, and don't worry, we are going to continue to pick up from where we left off, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and tell me what do you guys think of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. And this is a brand new series of Arkham Twin Days live streaming of this new Let's Play series right here on Leo's Let's Plays Alliance. So anyways, this is Leo Wolverine saying and speaking as always as your friendly neighborhood Spider Cop. And your friendly neighborhood Master Chief and Gino the Doll. Godspeed, play safe, and shalom. Remember to fight with honor, love, truth, and justice. And remember, the truth is always at your side. Thank you guys for watching. See ya!